California roll with a little cream cheese and some tempura shrimp. So first we wet our hands because the sticky rice is just that, it's sticky. And we're going to spread the sticky rice, the sushi rice, over the nori. You want to push towards the outside, not pull, or else you might tear the nori. So we're going to put the rice on and push. A thin layer is all you need. Now when you're making sushi rice, there are ways to make it, lots of instructions on making sushi rice. But you want to use a very small grain rice, small grain sweet rice if you can find it. And the most important part of making sushi rice is to rinse the rice prior to cooking it. You're going to rinse it 5, 6, 7, however many times it takes for the water that you're rinsing it with prior to cooking to come out perfectly clear. That gets rid of excess starches, makes it to where the rice cooks but doesn't glob together. One of the other things after you make your rice, you want to mix in your salt, sugar, your rice vinegar. I even put a little sesame oil in mine just because it's aromatic and it really tastes good. You want to mix that in while the rice is warm. Once it's thoroughly mixed with a rice spatula or something along that nature, trying not to break the grains of the rice, you let it cool. I use a cooking tray to let mine cool. Once it's cooled to about room temperature, you're ready to start making sushi. So we've got the rice on the nori. We're going to put some sesame seeds on the rice. And then we're going to flip the nori. This is going to be rice on the outside. Okay, just keeping our hands clean so things don't get stuck. We're going to put a little bit of cream cheese down the middle. Just adds a little extra creaminess to the roll and a little extra flavor. Doesn't have to be a lot, as you can see. Okay, now I'm going to get 2 tempura shrimp. I'm going to put the tempura shrimp in the middle. Some julienne cucumber. This adds the fresh flavor that most sushi has. Now we're going to do some of our avocado. A butter knife's all it takes. Once you cut it in half, simply score and rake. It comes off very easily. There we go. And my son likes unagi sauce on the inside. So we're going to do a nice line of unagi sauce across the sushi. And that's pretty much it at this point. If you want to put anything else in there, you can. This roll is going to be fairly simple with just what we put in. So now we're going to roll the paper. And make sure in this stage you're really tightening before you start overlapping the nori paper. You're going to roll and squish to tighten, roll and squish. Some people do it in 3 moves. I just like to get it done so it doesn't matter how many times you do it. Then roll your mat out. At this point you can see it's pretty much rolled all the way through, but we're going to tighten it up just a little bit with the mat. And there's our roll built. Now the easiest way to cut it and not get everything mutilated on your knife stick is to just tear a piece of saran wrap off and cover your roll with saran wrap. Tuck it in nice and easy. We'll even use the mat to make sure it's good and tight on the roll. At this point it's time to cut. You can use any knife, nice kitchen knife if you like. This would work. See, it's got the release pockets on it. That works fine. I have an actual sushi knife here. One of the things I found is a little water on the knife from your finger rinse bowl. Helps the knife slide through the sushi a little better. Just a nice cut down the middle. Now on this roll we'll probably get 8 good sized pieces. So we'll cut again and again. A little more. Actually, I'm going to wipe the knife now because I got lots of stuff on it. We want to keep our knife fairly clean. Put a little water on it so that it cuts through again. And then our other slices. we go. Now we're going to remove the paper. And there's our roll.
Open it up, please.
As you can see, we've got nice tight roll, cream cheese, tempura shrimp. Avocado is kind of hidden in there with the cucumber, but there's our cucumber. Sesame on the outside.